Hey guys, welcome to our channel, theprofitkingdom.com, or our channel, The Profit Kingdom. Devin, Mark, we're going to have kind of a talk show style. We're going to go through some finances. Today we're going to talk about Kartra and WordPress and just generally starting a course or an online funnel system where you can build some profit on whatever your niche is.
Yeah, go somewhere to go create your online course and start making some money, man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's what we're here for, right?
And we already started debating this ahead of time before we even hit record. I'm like, let's just record if we're going to talk about it. And this is kind of an open forum, so we'd love for your comments below. If you got questions about it and maybe we don't know the answer and we need to research it.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. So if you're interested in that kind of financial system, we're going to be building some more videos on this. Also on different ways to make an extra $500 to $1,000, however X amount a week, so we can just kind of live a better lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, pay a little off bills, get a little out of debt.
Heck yeah.
Start buying that nice car we always wanted.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, a car payment $800 a month, right?
Yeah, depends on the car you want.
That's the BMW or the Tesla. How much is the Tesla? I don't know.
Man.
Maybe these guys will let us know.
There you go.
So the first part is free. We're not really going to dig too far into the free part because I've done some research. I've probably got a good 100 hours into researching these platforms just because I'm obsessed. When I find something I want to do, I'm kind of looking at switching from my WordPress theme, which is, we'll go over that, but over to the Kartra system, which is what I think we're going to do. The thing is that I got to know it's the right one. I'm obsessed. Like, I'm looking at ClickFunnels, I'm looking at Kajabi, I'm looking at Kartra, I'm looking at WordPress, Thrive Themes, all these guys, and I'm literally watching everything I can, reading everything I can, just researching what I can about these guys. And so we're going to share that today so you don't have to. So the free one's kind of useless. I'm not going to lie. It's just, don't waste your time. You can do it. If you got no money, great. Start an affiliate program with somebody. And grow from there, really.
We're going to take a year trying to set it up. Maybe not a year, but
yeah,
it'll feel like a year.
Yeah, I mean, there's free websites, but when you go to those, there's always links to the other company. So a lot of times when you have like a free website, they're going to have their advertisements on your website.
Yeah.
So they're making the money. But sure, it's free, right? So it's helping you grow. But also if it's like, let's say Blogspot, we'll just use that as an example. So if you go to blogspot.com, that's a blogging platform and it's free, but it's whatever your channel name is. So for us, we don't have one, but let's pretend this is. It would be the Profit Kingdom. Instead of .com, it would be .blogspot.
Yeah.
And so now everybody knows it's that's their way of advertising their brand.
Yeah.
And you get a free website out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really not yours, so I mean.
Right. And if they shut it down tomorrow,
you're
they shut it down tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you have zero control. Plus, you already still have to integrate all these other things that you do if you were going to create like a WordPress site.
Yeah.
So
at least the WordPress site is yours for the most part. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. You buy the name, you buy the hosting, you really build it. It's kind of you buying a box and putting all your stuff in the box. You own the box and everything in it.
Yeah.
Just not the programs that run it.
Right. Yeah.
So there's still give and take where kind of Kartra comes in and just sells you the box with everything in it.
Yeah. I mean, you can customize your box, but
yes.
I mean, for the most part, it is. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep. So that was the free version. We might go into a little bit more in depth in another video. So definitely subscribe for that. By the way, all of the stuff that we're talking about, we'll put links in the descriptions below. Obviously, check out our website. We're just launching that off, so let us know what you think. If you have questions, hop in, put comments below. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, and if you guys want to know more about the free side of things, I mean, we can kind of dig more into that if that's something you guys are interested in. Just let us know. I mean,
cool.
Cool.
WordPress.
What to say about WordPress? I mean,
I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
So when we say WordPress, a lot of people might see it online as Thrive Themes. Because what it is WordPress is the host, or not the host, but they're the company, the website that you go through, and then you connect Thrive Themes into it.
Yeah.
So it's not it's cheaper.
It's definitely cheaper. I mean, you only really kind of, you pay for Thrive Themes, which is about like $15 a month, and you got to pay for some kind of autoresponder, email collector.
I use Aweber,
Aweber, which is like $15 a month. I mean, probably all in all, what you're spending maybe like $50 a month or something like that on it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, 15 for Thrive Themes a month, so, and they do them quarterly. So I go 45 every 3 months.
Yeah.
And then I pay for Aweber, which is about $12 to $15. It's kind of a weird price, but yeah, we'll just say 15. And then I have a hosting.
Yeah, got a hosting piece.
Yep, and I chose specifically. I think it's called A2 hosting. I'll put it down below, but their hosting is really fast, so it's all about speed nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's not about getting reliable service, because almost everyone's reliable now.
Yeah.
Right. It's about how quick your page will load. And when you start loading it with videos and loading it with all this stuff, it doesn't load that quickly.
No, I mean, who wants to wait like 3 minutes back, to watch a web page load? I mean, back in AOL times, man.
Yeah, yeah, I know. We went and toured this company called Switch, and they're like a host service.
Yeah.
For all this. It was amazing. We saw like almost $1 billion worth of equipment.
Yeah.
Just sitting in a room, just like how quick can it go?
It's basically just like a warehouse for,
Man, it's crazy.
Data.
That's the way tech is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like getting the hosting. So I have the domain, I've got the hosting, I've got the everything that I need. Thrive Themes. I plug it in, and I've got it all set. And by the way, we're going to show you guys how to do this, because some people do need to save the money and can only afford $45 a month. Maybe you can't afford that, and maybe it's $30 a month. So then you take out the Aweber and you don't do the email marketing yet.
Yeah.
Right? I barely use the email part of it. So I should use it more, and I should advertise it more. I just don't.
Yeah. We'll get to that point where you actually utilize it more. I mean,
yep.
Making sure you have some good, especially with something like that, you want to make sure you have some good sales emails, to send out, to advertise, or maybe a new video you got coming out, or maybe a new course that you got coming out, or update to your course,
Yeah, and being able to send that to a whole bunch of people is amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And the thing is, it's not like gathering a following just on one platform. So like on YouTube, we may have a certain amount of following, and on Twitter, we may have a following. We can post out that we're doing that. But if these services, for some reason, decided to do what Facebook did, and they turn the posts off, so if you go to a Facebook page today and you make a post, if you would have done that a year or 2 years ago, it would have went to everybody.
Yeah.
Today, it goes to a couple people, and you got to pay. You got to hit that little boost button, and pay $1, $5, $10 to boost it out to the network.
Yeah.
So if they ever do that, you want to have control over your own platform. So that's where the email comes in.
Well, it's a little bit easier to contacting, whether they come from LinkedIn or Facebook, or you don't got to pay attention. Oh, where are these people all coming from? You got those emails to be able to send out to everybody at once. The other thing about, doing the web hosting is you got to do or WordPress route, I guess I should say, is, you just got to come up with your own sales funnel.
Right. Yeah.
So that's not built in either. So you gotta create up your own, and try to get people to come in, and it's all about starting at the top and slowly getting to the bottom where hopefully they buy your product.
Right. Exactly. You're trying to collect emails, so to speak, or an email list.
Yeah.
So you've got to create a whole nother page or separate page that has that sales funnel built in, that's kind of separate from your website.
Yeah, because they're going to go to it and they're going to see, okay, all right, what's this product about? It's basically kind of like a product info page kind of thing, They're going to go and see what the product's about. Maybe you got a little video of it or whatever, maybe you're talking about it. And then, at the end, maybe you got like, 3 options. Maybe like a cheap option, a medium option, and an expensive option to kind of give people choices. So that's kind of what your sales funnel would kind of look like.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work.
I mean, it really is. You got to set all that up.
It's like 30 times the work to build that type of site. So then what's the next step? So that's for the person that has time, right? They're a little bit creative, because you do need to be able to tweak some of this stuff.
Got to be a little techie.
Yep, you got to be a little techie. Although, honestly, what we're going to do is, for those of you that aren't techie and aren't creative, Dev and I are going to create kind of like a path. We'll put it on our website. We'll link that below. But we're going to kind of create almost like a path for you guys to go through to create that website if you have to stay at that price point.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, we do say it's a lot of work. I mean, but you're building something. It's going to be yours.
Right.
That's the nice thing. I mean, yeah, it's going to take more time, but you are building something that's yours.
Yep.
No matter what happens, that's yours. So, I mean, that is always kind of nice. There is other stuff, I mean, like, admin stuff or whatever, I mean, that's all going to be on you, which is...
I get updates every day. You need to update this. You need to update that.
Yeah, so that's always going to be the fun part. I mean, so there's a lot more work into going and doing your own, but I mean, it can be rewarding for that person who likes doing that.
Yeah, or you're just testing it, right? You don't know. I think I have a good niche, and I'm not sure if it's going to work, so I'm going to test it, right? And I've got 100 hours to put into this to build it.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to spend my weekends. I mean, you could do it in a weekend. We'll show you how to do that. But we can get it up, get it running. Honestly, if you're quick, you could probably do it within a couple hours. But if you're just trying to test something out there, then that's probably your best route.
Yeah.
And then the last step is to the way that I would prefer to go, and it's kind of where I'm switching to and we're switching to.
Yep.
Is the different platforms called Kartra.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Kartra's an amazing site. I mean, you basically just, instead of creating everything on your own, they give you a box and you get to say, okay, well, I want this here, I want that there, and I want this blue, and I want that pink, and you kind of, it's a lot of dragging and dropping, and
there's templates that are already there for you. You can just click on the template you want to use, and it's already filled out. And then if you want to move it around, you just click and drag.
It's easy as using like Microsoft Office, man.
Yeah, well, and that's kind of the design part of it. It takes the design element out of it, so you don't have to. And Thrive, don't get me wrong, Thrive Themes and the WordPress offer those types of ones. But when I flipped through them all, I didn't find ones I loved.
Yeah.
And so if you actually go through their training course through Thrive Themes, they actually show you how to do it from zero. So they do it from blank, and that's what I did because I just didn't like any of them.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, now this is going to be the downside of the Kartra. I mean, you are kind of more limited on your creativity. I mean, because you got to stay within their parameters, but
you might be able to. I think you can make them.
Oh no, you can.
I think you can start from ground zero. I don't know how well their training is on that.
No.
So that might be a research piece.
Yeah.
But in most cases, when you're going to Kartra, you don't want that anyways.
I
right?
mean, no, I mean.
I mean, that's one of the reasons I'm going there is I saw some of their templates and I was really happy with them. And then their results seem to be a lot bigger.
Yeah. And it's going to be, I mean, in a way, you're going to have it up and running way quicker. I mean,
yeah.
You can do it in a weekend, maybe. I mean, probably 20 minutes, half hour, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how dedicated, how quick you're working, and if you got everything ready to go, but...
Well, and they've got the email integrated, so if you're going to do email marketing, it's built in.
Yeah.
So you can set up the autoresponders. They have the follow-up already done for you, basically the email. They also have the integrations that you can add into it. If you're going to be doing more of an affiliate site where you're going to sell a product, you can affiliate people to sell your product for you. So you can, and it keeps track of that. So it can do that part of it.
You can manage all that. Be that kind of affiliate manager, whether you got something going on, on eBay, or not really eBay, I guess that's a bad example, but like Amazon, or maybe you got an affiliate to this camera on Amazon or whatever. It keeps track of for you. And, and the other thing too is like, say you want some forums or something like that. It's already built in there, so you can have your own forums kind of laid out, and you want to have a place for people to come in, have questions, and you can answer, or kind of chat about your product or services. That's all built in there. You don't got to create your own, on top of everything else.
That's what drew me to it, and it is more expensive, so you are going to have an extra cost to that. The cost right now, it can be anywhere from $100, which is where you start, where you're really just building one site, one system.
Yeah.
And their design of it is more of not a website. So you could build a website around it, but it's not built for blogs and things like that. So it's more designed to be a funnel to sell things.
One thing I actually really like about Kartra is that the fact is they do the processing for payments.
That is nice.
You do, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can create secure sites, you process payments and everything like that, but if you get hacked, it's all on you, with Kartra, it's all on Kartra, so you don't really have to worry about that piece, which is,
Right.
that peace of mind is pretty
Yeah.
nice.
That's huge. I mean, yeah, that one incident could cost you everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, that I agree. There's also like the tech part. So if they, for some reason, the person has trouble checking out, or they're not going through the process smoothly, there's an IT department for Kartra, so they have their own customer service where you don't have to get involved. So that customer reached out to Kartra, and then they fix that issue, and then it's automated for you, so you're not always having to check your email every hour, always having to be in front of it, always having to make sure there's no problems. You literally just make it, if it's made correctly, do some updates every once in a while, but then just let it run, and then just fill the funnel with people.
Yeah, and then the other thing that comes with it is, it manages all your prospects, your customers, everything like that, so you can see who looked at it, who bought it, what you got going on, and it's all in one area, so you can kind of manage. Maybe you need to tweak your target market, maybe get that a little bit better focus for you.
Mm-hmm.
You can see all that on there.
Sure.
I mean, how much does that cost again when we were talking about it? It was
it's $100 to start.
Yep, for the basic
if
model.
you pay the year, I think it's like $80 or $80-something. We'll
A month or whatever,
put it down below, but yeah, and it can go as high as 300. So if you're going to do like the ultimate program, I don't even think we're going to start there.
No, definitely not. Yeah,
There's just not a need, because in that case you would have multiple. So I believe the first one starts off with just one connection, right? One website, one system. And then if you want up to 3, that's where you start paying the $150. And then I believe they also offer a $300 package.
Yeah, which is kind of nice. I mean, even if you did go up to the $300 package, I mean, some of these services, if you want to put it in your WordPress, they might cost you $100 a month, for each one. Now you got like 5 of them, so now you're at the $550 or whatever. It just kind of adds up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and so and then it's not just that we're trying to sell you on Kartra, because it's just where we're going. It's kind of the path that we've gone to, and we have done the Thrive Themes, and I'll probably I have another, my insurance one is based off of that, and I'll probably leave that one there, because that's more of a blog style website. Yeah. People go to it, they want to read information, watch videos. That's where that one's going to live, right? And that's what we're going to show you how to build. But also the route that we're going to go with more of our finance one is going to be more of like an affiliate system, where we're going to offer different affiliate products and show you guys how to sell them and create sites around them. And that's going to live, I believe, on Kartra.
Yeah,
is what we're looking to do.
Don't get me wrong. There's like ClickFunnels, and then there's Udemy. Mm-hmm. There's Teachables, and what was it? You said something 2 others earlier before. Was
oh man, there's Udemy, ClickFunnels. There's Kartra. There's what is that one called? It actually integrates with Kartra.
Yeah, you said earlier.
It's some weird name. Yeah. But yeah, it's the one that competes with them the most. It's kind of like another all-in-one system.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me know what I'm thinking of, guys. I can't remember what the name of it was. Actually, I'll look it up while we're talking.
Yeah, but I mean, so don't get me wrong. Yeah, there are different options out there. I mean, the one thing that my research has said is be careful with Udemy, because they set the price for you sometimes. I mean, you can set the price.
Everyone
But
I've seen hates it.
then the next thing you know, you go on there a week later and they set it for $9.99 and you got it for $50. You know what I mean? So that's the problem with them. Is what my understanding is that's the biggest issue with them. I don't know how easy they are to use. Honestly, I kind of stopped at that point when they get to set my price. But I guess maybe if my understanding is they do have a big market, so they will get you in front of people, and people will see it.
Right.
But,
the biggest complaint was like, I made a course, I wanted it to be $300. They sold it for 10, gave me 6 or 7 or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, no, yeah.
It was like,
I might have seen the same video.
I was like, I'm not doing that one.
But yeah, I mean, there are those options out there, and then it's just I honestly, we almost went with ClickFunnels at first. We were looking at ClickFunnels.
Yeah, they've got the best sales pitch.
Yeah,
the guy is a genius. It's like he's amazing. But then you get into the meat and potatoes, like who loves it, who hates it, who's switching, and it gets mundane. They said is
the other thing about them too is I think doesn't Kartra offer a little bit more than what ClickFunnels did?
Yeah, so ClickFunnels is also $100.
Yep, same price.
Yep, and you're kind of paying for that Nike brand versus the Reebok brand, right?
Yeah.
Nike's just bigger brand, and so there's kind of a tax on that.
Yeah.
But so ClickFunnels has they're the ones that created the industry, in my opinion. So with ClickFunnels, yes, those guys are geniuses. They're smart. They're really best at marketing.
Yeah.
I think the part that we fell off, or I fell off, was a lot of people had some complaints with the fact that their platforms or their templates were just being noticed everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So they were very common. So I mean, if you're making sales, you're making sales. I guess that's at the end of the day, that's really what matters.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that I took away from researching all these guys, the Kajabi and the ClickFunnels and the Thrive Themes and everything, Kartra, the one thing that sold me the most over all the benefits was the emails.
Yeah.
That open rate.
Definitely, man.
They basically have a 10% on average. The ones that have switched, so the people that I've seen that have switched, said that they're getting about a 10% open rate more on their emails. And that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. In sales, the average salesman should be able to do 10-3-1. Open emails are a little bit lower, just because. I mean, I got 1,000 emails a day. Not really, but
yeah,
I feel like it sometimes, just like kind of spam and other things. But
yeah,
I mean, so you don't always pay attention to it. But I mean, 10% more was 100,000. You're talking what? I can't even do the math, man. I'm terrible at it. So let's say if it was 100, that's 10 more people.
Yeah. If you had let's say we had 100,000 email list, right?
Yeah.
And only 10,000 of those, so 3%. Let's just say 3% open it.
Yeah.
Right. So 30,000 people open it, and we have a 3% close rate on those 30,000. So that's 9,000 sales. That's great, but that's the goal in the future, right?
Yeah.
So on that, I would rather have an extra 10%. So if I'm making 9,000 sales, that's 900 sales that I'm losing just because I'm on a different program.
Yeah.
Different platform.
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean, because we're all trying to make a sale. That's what's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the more times you get in front of people, the more opportunities you have.
Absolutely. Yeah, building that network, not only does it, and I'm not trying to sell you on the system. This is where we're going. So that's kind of the path. But I want that all in one box. I will pay the extra $50 a month over the Thrive Themes, and I'm going to keep my Thrive Themes running because I have another one, and this is kind of what we're going to teach you as well. So if you go to our site, you're going to see a course on how to build a website with Thrive Themes. And then you're going to also see a course on how to do it with Kartra. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my course with the Thrive Themes running. It's an insurance one. Yeah. So it's more of a website, right? And that's not what Kartra is built for. It's not to make blogs and make data. So when my people go to an insurance site, they want to read details on coverages, on locations, blogs that I've written. They want to watch videos I've made. They want to read about me. And so that site is going to be more of that. Yes, it does include collecting emails and building a list, but also getting leads.
Yeah.
Right. There's a quote form they can fill out right on that site, versus Kartra is going to be more of a let's funnel people in, and get an outcome. Right. Let's fill the hopper, put them through the funnel, and then hopefully they join the course or join your affiliate system or buy the product that you're selling. And then they can upsell from there because Kartra has an upsell feature.
Yeah.
So when they're in there and they buy the program, maybe an hour with me as an extra is an extra $50 or $100 that you can upsell to them.
Yeah.
So exactly, they can do a Skype call with the person that's teaching them how to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, I mean, taking all that off your plate to me is definitely kind of worth the extra money. I would pay $50 a month just for say, okay, you do all this for me. You take on this extra liability for the payments and everything like that. You take on all of that.
Yep.
I'll pay you $50 a month. It's not. I'm gonna waste way more time dealing with all that stuff where I can make $50 somewhere else to make up for that time. I mean, I'm gonna make way more than $50. I mean, you're talking, probably maybe like 3 or 4 hours a week, maybe just dealing with all that stuff.
Sure. Well, and maybe for some people, they start out where I did is they start off at the semi-free, so they build a Thrive theme system, and then they kind of incorporate it later on into Kajabi or a Kartra or whoever's the system that you go with.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of the path that I've taken, and hopefully, if you guys are living through what I'm doing, it'll be. I honestly, if I had the extra funds, so the way I started was I had some money.
Yeah.
And I would probably have just started like a Kartra site, and if I knew what I know today.
Yeah. I mean, really. I mean, just because the simple fact is, okay, maybe you don't sell a course for a month, maybe a month or two. All right. So maybe you're paying like $200. But then once you start getting that in there, yeah, maybe you're spending a little bit, but I mean, you're still going to be spending $50 before a month or whatever with the WordPress side. Depends on, how many services you want to go to, what exactly you're looking to do. So I mean, you're still spending that money before you probably make a sale. If for some reason you don't make a sale for the first couple months, I mean, yes, you got to have that money set aside to be able to do that. But at the same time, I mean, as long as you market it right and as long as you use the right products, and I think using like something like Kartra, especially if you don't know a lot about marketing, it's going to be easier to get in front of somebody.
Definitely. Well, let me know what you guys think. Have you tried different sites? Have you tried Kartra, ClickFunnels, Thrive Themes? What are your pain points? What do you love? What's the one thing that you couldn't live without that you don't see the other guy offering? And maybe the route is best for someone that's different. We'll definitely put some links to everything we talked about below. If you guys are interested in learning more about financial income online, so we're more so a channel, we're going to teach you how to build an income, whether it's starting off with $100 a week and then scaling it to $10,000 a month. That's really kind of the growth or the path that we're taking.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'd love to help you out as well. We will see you guys in the next video.